Blue ice back in. Second time today. I was on the lake earlier. It was pretty nice out there. I didn't do any fishing. I was just hanging out, drinking craft beer. So now I'm back in the house. I've got an oldie but goodie, so this is kind of a revisit. But because this is my first time having this beer in a can, I consider this a review. This is a famous name right here. Caught this at the liquor store. I don't think I've ever bought a six-pack of these guys because they're $20 for a six-pack in most places, $18.99. I'm referring to Ballast Point. They're in a can now. And that's what struck my attention. I said, Ballast Point in the can? What? I've never seen this. I've spoke about Ballast Point before. They're from my hometown, San Diego. They're very good, but they are very expensive. So anybody who lives in Atlanta that wants to pay for this, you got to pay for the plane ticket because they charge an extra $5-6 for a six-pack. Maybe they need a distribution plant out here. Maybe they should do like Sierra Nevada and Lagunitas did. Those guys have plants in the Midwest and in the South to keep the beer reasonably priced. So, Grapefruit Sculpin. I think anybody that's had Ballast Point, this is probably your first encounter with them because this was mine. Into the whole Sculpin series. Apparently, when you have a beer so good and you're rich enough to make your own lane for it, this is a type of beer. This is kind of like Anchor Steam beer. I haven't done a review on those guys yet, but Anchor Steam is in its own category, kind of like a Sculpin. Sculpin's in its own category. I don't know the exact definition of a Sculpin, but it's like to make a long story short story long, it's basically a super IPA. From what I gather, from what I've been told and the little research I did about it. But they have their own name. Maybe that's why they charge so much. I'm going to go ahead and jump into this. This is my first time having this in a can. The last time I had this was at least 5 years ago. Can't get the can open because I clipped my nails. Come on, baby. There we go. You know when you clip your nails, it's kind of hard to pop a top. So we're going to jump right into this. 7% alcohol. Don't know the IBUs. I started with a tilted pour, then I remembered I should do a hard pour. Shout out to Beer Snob. Gives you that super frothy. Oh, just grapefruit. Grapefruit just jumping out at you. Like I just stumbled into the farmer's market, into the produce section. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Wow. So all I can give you on the notes, sharp grapefruit. So what would that be, white? Because I know some grapefruits are sweet. I think the ruby reds are sweeter, but the white grapefruits are tart. This is white grapefruit. This is not ruby red at all. No, this is not ruby red. This is the white. Cheers, guys. I'm going to jump right in. Little sip, big sip. I gotta stick with what I said the first time I had this. This is amazing. But I will not pay. It's not worth the money. So it's a gift and a curse, kind of a brew. This is amazing. I'm sure the people back in my hometown, they don't pay $18 for a six pack. I'm sure they get it for way cheaper. You would think. I mean, then again, to live in San Diego is you got to make at least $65,000 a year to even live there. If you make less than that, then you're probably living in your car. This is so good. Oh, but it's not that good for the price. I mean, this is the kind of beer I'd get a case of this, but what does a case of this run? $35? I can't. I can't, man. There's too many other good beers that they may not be as good as this, but I'm not a rich man yet, so I'm gonna put this on the shelf when I become a rich man. And this is like, I'll put this up. And when I become rich, I can stock up on these. But good beer, good beer. Tastes slightly better in the can. Some beers taste better in the can. Some taste better in the bottle. This tastes better in the can. This is a sipping beer. 7%, full flavor IPA, bursting with grapefruit. One of the best. Blue Ice checking out. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Cheers.